Hey everyone, this is the We Want Picks post-weigh-in show. I'm Minty Bets, and I'm sorry I missed the weigh-in show last week. Hopefully Jacob managed all right. If this is your first time watching this post-weigh-in show, I basically recap the entire weigh-in so you don't have to. We didn't actually have an official weigh-in show like we normally do for pay-per-view, so it's very weird. I don't know why. Also, I'm obviously not in my home. Forget, I just got this couch, don't have artwork, and we're just rolling with it. Before I begin, I want to shout out 3 gentlemen who saw me at the last few Apex events who recognized me from this weigh-in show. David, Skylar, and Dane. These are 3 separate parties on separate days that said hi to me, talked to me, and you guys were so incredibly sweet. I often get messages from guys that see me at the Apex working, and they don't want to say hi to me because they don't want to bother me at work. First of all, no one could ever bother me there. I literally don't talk to anyone at home, so I am at the Apex and I'm super social, so I love talking fights with you guys in person, love taking pictures with you guys, and seriously, if you see me on the streets, feel free to say hi. Unless I'm not wearing makeup, then don't bother. This weekend is Riyadh season Noche UFC 306, baby, and we've got a double title bout here. The main event is headlined by Sean O'Malley and Dvalishvili for the bantamweight belt, and in the co-main event is Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko, their trilogy for these women's flyweight title bout. And if you haven't heard, this fight takes place at the brand new MSG Sphere in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm going to tell you what I think of the Sphere before we begin. The UFC execs and my immediate bosses have been spending their time at the Sphere every night for the past month or several months or so, from midnight till dawn, working on logistics and testing everything out. So this is obviously a very huge project. Now, I have not seen what it's going to be like inside the Sphere during the fights, but I hear it is incredible. I am one to get motion sick very easily, and I get the heebie-jeebies when it comes to enormous real life displays like that, and the seats are elevated quite high and steep. So if you're not going to Noche UFC like myself and you're in Vegas, they actually do 30-minute nature documentary showings there, and it's really, really cool. Everything inside the Sphere is an experience, and the documentary is only 30 minutes, but you're told to go in an hour before showtime, so you can interact with robots and check out what the future could look like with the technology that's been developed. Anyway, let's get to the weigh-ins. We've got 10 fights on the card, all of them bangers, starting out with the only fight on this card with 2 fighters that do not represent Mexico, Sean O'Malley and Dvalishvili. Merab is on a heater with 10 straight wins, and this line was floating at a pick'em at -110 on each side for a while now, but Merab is the dog here. He came in on the scale at 134, and Sean O'Malley was the first to be weighed this morning. He's just coming off of defending his belt against Chito Vera, and he stepped on the scale at 135. Both guys looked really good, and to be honest, everyone at the weigh-ins looked good and healthy. There were no mishaps and no weight misses. If you guys want my picks for this fight card, they will be on the On The Line show on UFC Fight Pass. So I'm sorry I keep getting off topic of the weigh-ins, but Fight Pass recently followed me around and documented my day behind the scenes for On The Line. They ended up cutting 95% of the footage, but what's left of it is posted on my Instagram and Twitter at Minty Bets, so go check it out, like it, and comment and tell them you want to see more of me so I can show you guys more behind the scenes footage for other things. And also don't forget to head over to WeWantPicks.com and become a premium member. You guys can unlock all the tools on the site and get Angelo's and Jacob's picks. Onto the co-main event, Alexa Grasso and Valentina Shevchenko. Their most recent fight ended in a draw, so let's hope for a solid result this weekend. Alexa hopped onto the scale at 124 and Valentina weighed 125. I love both these women as fighters so much. I'm very excited for this one. This next one could easily be the co-main event, in my opinion. Diego Lopez versus Brian T. City Ortega. Ortega looked excellent at 146. Meanwhile, Diego was the last fighter to step on the scale, and he also weighed 146. The lightweight bout, we've got Esteban Ribovics and Daniel Zellhuber. Ribovics coming in as a near $2 favorite, and he is the man that has been selected as Jacob's lock of the week. Ribovics this morning weighed 155, while Zellhuber also stepped on at 155. Opening up the main card are a pair of flyweights, Ronaldo Rodriguez and Ode Osborne. Ode, in a recent Instagram post, spelled the sphere as spear. And as a woman who loves to write and is very judgmental when it comes to spelling, I have no words. Both Ode and Ronaldo weighed 125 pounds. In the featured prelim, we've got what is seemingly a coin flip of a fight. Actually, a lot of these odds for this entire card are pretty close, other than 2 fights. I've only got 3 picks for this entire event because I really couldn't decide. Anyway, Norma Dumont came in at 136, as well as her opponent, Irene Aldana. Next up, Manuel Torres is taking on Ignacio Bahamondes in the lightweight bout. Bahamondes at 156, Torres also weighing 156. That one's good to go. Lots of ladies on the card also, love to see it. Yazmin Jauregui is the second largest favorite on this card at minus 455. Her weight is 115, as well as her opponent's weight, Ketlen Souza. Edgar Chairez is facing Joshua Van in the flyweight bout, and Josh actually stepping up on maybe a week's notice or so after Kevin Borjas had to pull out. Both Chairez and Van weighed 125.5. And to open up the night is Mr. Chiwiwis himself, Raul Rosas Jr. taking on Aoriqileng. When I saw this matchup for this specific fight, I was like, what the fuck? Raul is the biggest favorite of the night at minus 850 last time I checked. He came in weighing 136, and so did Aoriqileng. And that is it, guys. Thanks for sticking with me. Don't forget to follow We Want Picks on all platforms and subscribe right here on YouTube. You can follow me as well if you want on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Minty Bets. Come back in 2 weeks for UFC Fight Night in Paris, France. Renato Moicano versus Benoit Saint-Denis.